All right, y'all. I've heard some feedback from students that are a little confused as first how to submit their work, and secondly when they should be submitting their work. So what I've done is I've logged into Buzz, and I happen to be on my iPad, but this works just the same as if you're on your Chromebooks, tablets. So here we are in Unit 8, and there's all the activities that are listed. The first thing that I had mentioned before about using the discussion board is right here on this top link. And you can see my posts and a few of your colorful ones. Oh, hey, look, here's an actual post from Victoria. Here's her credit. So I like this video a lot. She sent it to me and I said, put it on the discussion board. It's a little more surprising than you think. It's not just a kid rubbing a balloon. There is some comedic humor to it. So the discussion board is where you're going to make your posts for either discussions that relate to questions. I'm going to be checking the discussion forum at least once a day so that I can use that as my springboard the next time we have a video meeting. Again, you're going to be using the thread option, which is right up here at the top. So you're going to click new thread and then you'll make your post from there. Okay. So let's head back to the main page for Unit 8. It says start here for instructional lessons. And inside, it shows a green check mark next to everything that I've personally viewed. The first thing I want to point out is your Unit 7 exam submission. I've had two students who have submitted some pictures of their exam. They were worried, they wanted to get them to me. This is where I would like you to go to submit that. So if I click this, it says at the top, using a scanning app on your phone, such as CamScan, I'd prefer that you make a PDF of the exam, not including the multiple choice questions, as a single file. If that's too difficult for you to make a single PDF using a program like CamScan, or personally I like to use Scanner Pro. It's an iOS app, and it does a really good job of taking documents, and well, there's my car registration and any other personal information you'd like to give. Oh, a birth certificate? Okay. But it does a really good job of taking those images and turning them into a single PDF document, which, if you go back to Buzz, you can submit, again, right down here. So it's hard for me to show where I'm actually referencing, but you'll click Submit My Work, and then it will ask you to choose a file or submit a Google document. You must submit comments or an attachment for this activity. How about this? Plus, attach a file. That would be the PDF or the JPEG images of the exam pages that I've requested. And then you can just submit those here. The last thing that I want to point out is, if I go back to Unit 8, in the instructional lessons, is down here for our first lesson set. This has everything in it that I discussed in the video meeting that we had the other day, where I have all three video links, the reading link and the Google document link right here. So I have this set up with a due date, and the due date is also listed in the reading. So a few things I'd like to highlight here. So as you can see, it says that it wants it to be due today at 1 p.m. I understand that it might be a lot for you to get that in. So I'm expecting there to be some in-between time where we make some adjustments. In the beginning, I'm obviously going to be very understanding if you don't get this in by that due date, but I need to start setting due dates so that we can have the structure. We need that structure. So I'll set the due date. If we blow past it a little bit, I'll be more understanding in the beginning, but once we're in this in a week or two, I really would expect those due dates to be adhered to. So there's the due date. Here are the videos that you'll be watching. Here's the reading that I suggest strongly that you read. It relates to the Google document assignment that you can obtain right here. Once you're done viewing those items, you can come back to this page, and at the bottom, you will again hit the plus sign and attach your work. In this case, it'll be a Google document, the one that you have placed in your physics shared folder. If you submit a Google document to me without it being in that folder, I won't be able to view it. So as far as that's concerned, this is the structure, and we'll be doing this regularly. For example, when we're done with this unit, with this lesson rather, you will have a unit 8-2 submission. So instead of it saying 8-1 here, it'll say 8-2, and then there'll be an 8-3, and we'll submit them in that fashion. And whenever there are exams or quizzes, then of course you'll take those as you normally would, and they'll have a due date as well. So that's at least it for now. I'll try to address more of this tomorrow, but in this short video, I've given you the instructions on how to submit your Unit 7 exam. Again, I'm not putting a hard due date on that yet. If I don't get your exam, within the next week, then I'm going to start asking you for it. And I've showed you how to view the videos and the reading and submit your Google document. It's all going to be right here. The Unit 8 homework packet is one that you can click and it'll show up as a PDF. Again, I would suggest that you download this to your device. In iOS, I'm able to select down at the bottom open in, and I can choose my my preferred PDF reader. But otherwise, you will be able to view the pages directly. And with your touchscreen tablets, you do have that ability to write on here. You can even edit and do these assignments on your tablet and then save it as either a Google document or a PDF. And we'll talk about how we could submit that in the future. But in any case, hopefully you know where to go for your assignments, how to submit your assignments, and the due dates that are associated with those. We'll talk more when we meet tomorrow.